Take note, you want to make sure this is centered so as to when once you have your piece rounded out, you want to finish the sides, so I'd recommend going to a smaller. Notice I moved out the middle, the small for the larger. I just like to center a piece. Every tool, you find your own ways of working them. At this point, you want on the end parts, you want to make sure you're paying real close attention to centering your die before you apply your 20-ton hydraulic press to form the curvature of the bottom of the cuff bracelet. Which I'm definitely putting this over 2,000, 3,000 PSI. You notice in the working you might have to go back and reshape a little bit, not too much pressure, just to shape out the right radius of your bracelet to make sure it's shaped around. Well, alright, now we actually have what we got now is formed bracelets. As you see, the stamping inside depends what stamps you use. And once again, if you want to just go with the flat piece, once you've stamped it, if you'd like, don't have a forming block or invested in one of those Bonny Dunn 20-ton hydraulic manual presses, you can actually go back to your standard bracelet forming, which I'd recommend also probably wrapping some tape around, prevent extra marring of your stamp work, your metal, because you'd like to have the piece, you know, pristine. Okay, from here I'd say we'll go ahead and machine off the edges and start getting your selection of stones to decide on where you'd like to weld, if you'd want to cover the whole piece as I have before, or on this piece I believe I'm looking to just do a row of stones, some buttons in between. So I'll stop here and we'll pick up on the grinding process. Well, here we have we formed our bracelet. And I also like to say on those edges, it's pretty convenient if you just have some metal nippers. You can just clip those end pieces off right here. Save your time in grinding. And when it does come to grinding, I highly recommend a 1 horsepower dust collector. You know, not only to catch and recycle your metal dust, you know, preferably a 4 intake dust collector. So you have your separate tubes going to your jeweler bench, collecting different various dust and taking note. Still wearing a respirator mask, your goggles, eye protection wear, and when working with loud machines over a long period of time, protection for your ears. Take note that a lot of those grinding wheels, your polishing rouge, any of these polishing rouge, Fabuluster, you'll find a lot of these are actually pretty hazardous to your health. The silica from the rubber Kratex, the polishing compound, any of that dust is vital to keep out of your lungs, out of your face. You can't prevent it off your hands. Just wash your hands routinely. Just soak your hands in your Sonic, and be sure to have your dust collector on, your safety ready, and let's get to grinding. Well, here you'll see you can fine finish your work later using your Fordham tools to finish the ends. What's important is just take the fine points off right now. So we have everything formed. Now we'll move on to selecting our stones and what we're going to use to finish this bracelet.